And here we are. Canada. Oh. Yeah, Craigie is interior competitive. Doing a decent job in interior casual indeed. And who's even doing a better job is Tippers. Gifting one free subscription to Sonic Blue. Congrats on that. And thank you, Tippers. Yeah. I mean, if Gloom and JP seriously get the one to... everyone deserves to get a sub indeed. But the chances aren't that low, actually. Big Chef is on holiday. Smooth Criminal, his wheel is still broken, I think. And JP actually second in the championship standings. Already on podium twice this season. 98 points behind Big Chef. So Big Chef can go on a holiday and still win the championship. Gloomy has had an unlucky season. Not only changing to no assists at all. Also getting DNF'd. Taken out 3 times this season. Losing out on a bunch of points. 11th in standings, 26 points. But we need already quite a few drivers on hot laps. Boss came, he invalidated this one. Yuri invalidated earlier. Hype invalidated. Goach is still on the lap. Just out of sector 1, 19.456. $18 drivers on the grid. That is still the weight on Eamon. And there is Eamon. The other driver you're waiting on is Haley. Decent first banker lap. Oh. Yeah, both Mercedes drivers not really showing the full potential. 5th in the constructor standings, only scoring points in 3 out of 8 races. Fourth now, Scotchelino goes to 11-1. And one of the Aston Martin drivers, JP, gonna be crossing the line soon. What can JP do? Oh, okay, second. 10-4. That first lap of Coach was decent. Pretty decent. 4/10, half a second on the field. Dropped and invalidated his one. Wow, seeing a return to the grid as well. Our American driver. Or Cuban. And he sets a 10-8 on his return back to the grid. Wow. Not able to join the previous 2 races. Still sitting 5th in the standings actually. 49 points. Can Luke to close the gap to boss game at Phil. who are on 61 and 65 points respectively.
Across the line next. You see what he can do. He's been figuring. He was late. He's figuring.
Hang on, for some reason the OBS isn't picking up picking up Discord. Let me reconnect. No, still isn't picking up you. That's true. Very weird. It's on my end. No, it's on my end. OBS doesn't allow me to for some reason. Yes. Ah, it does now. It works.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I need to pick a different channel than we are in. But it doesn't matter.
It does that sometimes. It does that sometimes. You have to. I think you have to change the channel every time you're recording from a different one.
Yeah, alright, so we're back. Touchful is can be heard as well. Anyone who set the laptop Dom is in that Tauri, replacing Snake who's on a race ban. 11-6 for him. Without any practice, Haley has joined. And Eamon as well. Both Alfa Romeo drivers. Can they? No, they're not using a special Monza livery.
Well, special Monza livery worked. They got them a point.
Oh, jeez.
But Alpha being Alpha, they still remained fairly anonymous throughout the whole race. And Boss game's out. I don't know what's happened there. It looks like Crash. He might have. Looks like he's.
That's coming out of turn 5, 6.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think he's
7.
lost it.
Yeah, this one. LXT is now driving. Yeah, I probably lost the gear hand on throttle, heading into the wall.
Frag is a 1:10.9. Haley is 2 seconds up. That would put her about 12th.
A lot of drivers invalidating their laps. Still only 13 drivers who set a time.
Haley has a brush with the wall. I think that's might have invalidated her actually.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, it's invalidated.
She did a 1:11 something.
Yeah, the Water Champions claiming people to this day.
What about her teammate Eamon? Eamon is He's on the lap.
No, Cucciolino is just on the lap. He's done a 1:10.7, so that's quite a bit quicker than he was before. As he spins to make his mark. I always found it fitting how the cruise line that's sponsoring the majority of the races this year named themselves MSC. You couldn't have chosen a more appropriate name, I think, to sponsor F1 races. WoW has gone as P2, 1:10.3, but that's still 3/10 slower than Goach. He's proper done a Vettel Singapore there. Goach has. Sets a flyer and waits in the pits.
Had done his first lap.
Goes P9. Then High goes P15.
Wow, bad lap for Hype Energy. 13-1. Boller trying his turn around Circuit Villeneuve. P18 at the moment, no time set.
But he is on the lap. He had a flag for someone going slowly. Not that matters because he's going quick now.
And Boskin was hoping his crash wasn't caught on the stream. It was quite an embarrassing one.
I don't think it was caught on the stream.
No, it wasn't. It's he's still sitting in P7 at the moment. Can Boller go faster?
Remains P7. The sports game does the Bolar, so he does a 1:11.3. That puts him P10. Biggie is improving. He's 7 tenths up in sector 2. And he's 4 tenths up, and that keeps him P17. Only Jackie, Gabbana, and Gloomy at set laps. Jackie is approaching the. Jackie Gabbana is.
I invalidated again.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Oh. Let's make a proper start here.
Veel is on the lap. 1/10 improvement throughout sector 1. Already looking to beat JP's time and closing in on that of WoW.
Yeah, that 1/10 may not seem much in the grand scheme of things, but that would take him right above JP.
We'll have to wait for sector 2. 4 tenths as Yuri is retiring, coming out of the hairpin.
Oh dear, Bolar's got 5 place improvement. Yeah,
oh,
looks
wow.
like they made contact at the hairpin. Ed's blocked the pit lane, so he's been disqualified.
He did it in Spa as well. Oh. Disqualified all the way to the back of the grid as Phil is coming through. Final chicane approaching the Ball of Champions. Not hitting it, so he can finish his lap for a 1:99.
And that's pole position!
Massive improvement, half a second. Professional pole, you surprised.
Craigie goes P5. That's just behind JP. That's what Jackie Warnings to do here. He does a 1:12.2. That puts him P15. Gloomy is slowing down to let LXT through.
Ooh. Did he use betting now? Doing a second outer lap by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Two warm-up laps.
Well, then the tires in the pits. Or not, no, he's not retired in the pits.
That's an early retirement to
Yeah, he's
the
crashed.
pits. Yeah.
He's crashed himself.
Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Man, must have really pushed way too hard out of turn 4 to lose it there. The Gloomy is on
struggling for opportunity to get a lap in now.
Yeah, 30.3. It gets him P19 with the disqualification of that. He is improving 3.7 seconds up on his own time already.
In Sector 2, he is 16 seconds up.
114. Yeah, I have no clue where Gloom is gonna end up. He gets a bit of a toe from JP ahead.
Well, oh, shit, that was very close. Very close. I mean, JP's just helping the Aston Martin 1-2. That undoubtedly we all want to see. He's taking that last king very quickly, nearly brushes with the Wall of Champions, but keeps it out of there. What's he going to do? That is a 1 minute 11.0. That's P10 for Gloomy. That is not very far behind Robdan at all. Margins are tight.
And that's his final lap as well. We've got only 30 seconds left in this session. Coach is on an out lap. Phil is still in the pit lane, so he's not going to be improving.
Pintita's on the lap. He's 1.5 tenths up through Sector 1. That would take him above no one at the minute.
Nah, only closing into Bolar.
Well, Bolar's got a 5-place grid penalty for whatever happened at the hairpin. Purple Sector 2, but yeah, 4 tenths up Pintita. That would take him P11. Vale, Craggy, Eamon, and Pick. Well, Bolar has retired. They've all got the check flag.
Bolar retired at the same place as Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Other Pintita going through the last chicane, turns 13, 14. Can he improve? Can he jump over Haley?
He can, that's P12. But that
0.01 behind Haley.
Haley.
Where is Haley on track? Well, Haley is already improving.
Yeah, 1.5 tenths through Sector 2.
Oh,
JP goes second, 3 thousandths behind Vale.
Wow!
Very close margins there. 4
Okay.
tenths up. Well, Goach is improving. He's 2 tenths up through Sector 2. Let's see what we can do across the line. And that is P1, 3 tenths up for Goach.
Damn, that's a blistering lap from Goach, taking pole position ahead of Phil and JP, who are basically side by side coming over the line. Gloomy crashed almost into the pit entry, looking at their stream. He's in P10.
And P9 for Haley.
11.
She goes 2 tenths up. I think that's everyone done now.
That is everyone done indeed.
Qualifying order for Canada.
I want the gaps, I want the intervals. Look at how close the top 3 is. Especially Phil and JP, and behind them Alex T, wow, Craigie also pretty close to each other as well. Cochilino and Boss Game. Basically nothing in between them. So we're heading into the 50% race around Canada. Waller with that 5-second time penalty.
4-place grid penalty even.
Yeah, Boss Game P8.
The 5-second penalty would be disastrous in qualifying.
Now it's both McLarens starting all the way from the back of the grid. And the poll has started in the chat. Who is going to win at Canada? Phil already got a decent position to start from. P2, just behind Coach. But can JP finally get on that top step in Season 8? He's got second twice this season already. All the other wins have gone to Big Chef. 610 Melon as a stand-ins. And Smooth Criminal, of course, winning in Belgium. During that very rainy race. In which Big Chef almost got ahead of Smooth Criminal, but there weren't enough laps left. Waiting for the players.
Kutlina think he would have improved, but he ran out of battery.
That's unfortunate for Coccilino. But it's all done and dusted. Qualifying, we're waiting for the players. We'll be starting in about 5 seconds. No formation laps, of course, so the lights are coming on and straight off.
1 light,
after
2
that.
lights,
There they
3
are.
lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It is lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Vale. He's a very good start from Vale. He's gonna get goats around the outside into turn 1.
Oh, going very wide into turn 1. Maybe trying to go for the switchback, but yeah. Greg and LXT fighting side by side. Wow, he's looking at that as well, heading to turn 3.
Position now. Jackie Duvall has dropped down to P20. Bolar battling with you with P60.
It's LXT cutting across the track. Heading side by side with Wow.
Wow, going quite literally for any gap that exists for him and P4.
That's Bolar. Bolar all the way to the back of the grid.
Wow.
And another yellow flag, it's still Bolar. Caution of sector 2 as Petit is losing a position down to P13. Gloomy in P11. As the top 3 is already pulling away from Craigie just after about 2 sectors. Well, it's Alex T and Coccilino fighting for the position. But Boscane dives down the inside.
Down the hairpin, and he's going to get superior. He's got the superior exit speed. Coccilino does. He's going to be close to tagging Boscane there. Bit of lag, it looks like.
Yeah, heading side by side to the final chicane. It's Boscane at the...
Coccilino,
watch out!
And that's lost him time. And that's going to give Rob Denton an advantage as well, and Haley. That's a massive loss for Coccilino as he gets jumped for P10. And Haley nearly spins.
Holy shit.
There. I don't know if I just saw debris there or something cool.
I did not spot any debris. I just saw a bad move for Coccilino to try and go for that. As Haley loses the rear end.
Lost the rear end.
Now losing a position to Coccilino, not just yet. Coccilino got it inside. Will be the outside for the next turn, but on the better line. Or coming back on the throttle and is now ahead of Haley. Robden already pulled away 0.8 of a second. Craigie not keeping up at the moment with the top 3. He needs to fight off all these drivers behind, all the way to Pintita even. That's Phil.
And looking at a move on Gloomy.
Phil is also overtaking Goach. Already ahead of Goach. He got so much more speed. Probably using a bit of that battery. Maybe a lot.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of battery. Vail's got 50%. Goach is 80.
Oh, wow.
3 seconds for track limits already.
Well, it's Haley again losing a rear end coming out of the corner. Now overtaken by Hype and Pintita.
Oh, Hype spot! No, Pintita's fun trying to go down the inside of the Hype. And that... Yeah, Haley's had to go...
There's no ghosting, so watch out, Haley. You're stuck in the middle of the track. And it's at Verga 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, but he's probably making a ticket after the race to get it removed.
Yeah, he had to avoid that. Yeah, he had to do that to avoid the carnage because Pintita dived down the inside of Hype, collected he spun and then collected Haley.
Oh, Haley is teleporting all over the track. Not sure what's happening. If it's the wheel, the internet connection, I don't know. In the meantime, Boscane and LXT swapping positions.
Can Haley have one race without technical issues? It's a challenge.
Wow.
Robden goes down the inside of LXT on the hairpin. LXT, one of the bigger losers of the start. He's lost 4 places.
He did. Wow, okay. That's indeed a very bad start for LXT.
Not the best for him.
He started on those hards. So
yeah, I was about to mention that might have been the contributing factor.
Coccilino already diving into the pit lane.
And he's retired in the pit lane.
Okay. Well, that's the first retirement of the night. Doing so in the pit lane. Oh, that's Boss Game who was wide out of turn 2. 5-second time penalty for Ad. Speeding in the pit lane. Does he have wing damage?
I think it's the 5 seconds that he wants to do. Oh yeah, no, he's got a new front wing on now.
Wow, unlucky for that. Now down behind Bowler. There's a battle for the victory.
Oh
Still
dear!
going.
Wow's round! Wow's around! You have to be careful rejoining because there's no ghosting on now.
Oh, he has to wait for all these drivers to get back onto the grid and he got no front wing. Gonna head back into the pit lane. It's 1 position gain for Ed, by the looks of it.
Well, it's 1 position gain for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, Goach fills.
Goach is jumping very ill.
And that's Haley out of the race, heading... Wait, where?
It looks
The
like...
car is still driving, I guess. Her game crashed?
Yeah,
LXT in the pit lane?
Because it says she's out.
Oh, also new front wing for LXT. It's LXT.
Oh, it looks
wow.
like looks like Haley's... I don't know, I couldn't see what happened. I'm not sure if... I don't know what happened there. I don't know if...
Haley game
Haley's
probably
also
crashed. She's
been
asking for an invite. But the game made her DNF for some reason. It's doing that more often.
So that has certainly changed the order quite a bit. Lap 5 out of 35. Goach has a 1 second gap over Vale, but he's using a lot of his battery trying to keep that gap going. JP's only 2/10 behind Vale. He's going to try and get him on the straight here. Into the chicane. He backs out for now.
Why is this?
But he's going to get the DRS here.
Wow, what slams into the wall of champions.
Well, JP is a champion of this league. He should know. Tier 2, Season 4. Never forget. And Drury steamrolls past Eamon. He's got a massive straight line speed advantage there.
Yeah, Eamon probably already used all of his battery, but he got a decent exit out of his last turn.
He's got great exit off that chicane, though. That battle's going to keep on going. You got to be careful to not force Yuri wide here.
Yuri does have the inside line and on his medium, so he can go on throttle again.
Someone. Jackie Brothers round. And he nearly reverses into Pintita. And Picky Pig's also crashed. Picky Pig is not out. He spun on the exit of turn 2. He crashed into the wall. He lost his front wing, but he's still going. LXT 3 seconds for track limits.
What happened to Phil and JP? They're down 2 seconds to Goach in the span of a lap.
I mean, JP steamrolls past Vale on that straight. Again, a huge straight line speed advantage for JP. And he's got the DRS as well, so Vale's, the gap is already...
What's happened to Phil? He has lost all of his pace suddenly. No front wing damage, he did not dive into the pit lane, but he's losing a second already to JP after the final 2 DRS zones. As the gaps between all drivers start to widen up, Pintita a 3 second time penalty. Lap 7 out of 35. Amazing start to the race. First couple of laps, a lot of action, a lot of overtakes. And crashes. Well, not just collisions.
Track limits.
Yeah, he's still holding on in the fight with Yuri.
But a lot of the field has spaced out now.
Yeah, Phil has closed that gap to less than a second, but JP can't close the gap to Goach just yet.
Still battering for P10 with Yuri.
Yeah, you can see this battle going on all the way to the end.
1 up 7 out of 35. Anything can still happen. Eamon's got the poor exit off that. He's going to get the DRS here. And neither of them have any battery, so Boss Game's on the tail end of Craggy. P4. He's going to try and stick it down the inside. Don't do what De Vries did. He's not done what Nick De Vries did. He is in P4 now.
Clean overtake from the Red Bull driver. Yeah. Now already pulling away from Bos.
Switch back over Yuri. Can he do it? Yuri nearly loses it on the exit of turn 2, but he keeps it going.
Petita rapidly closing the gap.
Aaron nearly loses the rear end himself. He's got Pentita closing on him as well.
Oh, it's Pentita with a mistake coming out of turn 5, 6.
That's giving Alex T the position. Meanwhile, the gap between Goach and JP is already 2 seconds.
JP is losing a bit of time.
With it, but
he is on those hard tires.
Yeah.
So if he keeps that gap to about 2 seconds, extend that stint for a while. Do not have that much.
Steve's on the back of Eamon. It's a bit of a DRS trade with Yuri, Eamon, and let's see at the minute.
Oh,
thinking about moving on the chicane, but backs out wisely. Eamon clips Water Champions. That's going to give Alex T an advantage, but there's no space for him to go through. Eamon defending like a lion.
Keeping his car as wide as possible.
Taps Eamon, but he was thinking about move on the inside of turn 2, but decided against it.
Wow, Alex T so much faster through turns 3 and 4.
He's going to think about move here.
Boy, that's aiming a bit wide and on exit blocking Alex T, maybe giving him a bit of front wing damage.
Doesn't look like it. I wouldn't know. And yellow flag for T. Vale and JP 7 tenths between them.
Oh.
Neyman's gone wide on the head, and that's going to give Alex T an opportunity, which he takes. But he's now 1.5 seconds behind Yuri.
He will have the DRS to close the gap on this zone and the next one. Over start finish. Probably has a bit more battery left as well. Because his lights aren't flashing.
He hasn't. Yeah, he's got no battery. He's barely got any battery left.
Oh. Oh yeah, there they are. There the lights flashing. He has gained half a second using DRS. Now he needs to hold on to. Okay, wow, he gained a lot through turn 2.
He's gaining a lot in that. That first sector, he's gaining a lot of time in. He's gonna think about a move, but not here. So that Yuri's gone wide. He's braked quite late, and that's given LXT a speed advantage around the outside.
DRS as well, pulling away from Yuri as fast as possible. Now he's on the hunt to Dom, who started on a soft tire, 7.3 seconds ahead. But
Bolat and Jackie, battling for P14. Bolat's going to try and get him on the straight, which he nearly does, but not enough of a speed advantage. He'll try around the outside at the hairpin.
Yeah, not where you want to be. And he needs to watch out for WoW as well. WoW's on a bit fresher
tire. Jackie's brothers let them both through.
Okay.
Yellow for someone that in sector 2. It looks like
it's gone again.
I think Picky was getting that. I don't know. I think Picky was getting lapped. Yeah, Picky was getting lapped by the front runners.
Look at Phil in that gearbox of JP. JP goes a bit deep into the chicane, into the hairpin, and using DRS, can he jump to P2?
Again. That DRS is going to massively help him here. JP's got half the battery.
And he's already had into the final chicane.
And the DRS is only going to help. WoW overtakes Bolar for P14.
Both Haas drivers in P14, 15. And het here is a realistic game, but Picky.
In the pits.
3 retirements. No safety car just yet. That's
We
good to see.
jinxed it. We're gonna jinx it, Michael. You know what
I
this
know.
league's like.
We can use a bit of action at this point.
I say that Canada has actually been quite good for clean racing in this league.
Yeah, I like Canada.
I remember when I was commentating. I remember when I was doing this with Nathan. We had I think one of the races. We had no safety cars or nothing at all. Oh, there's Haven's crushed into Picky Pick into.
That's the safety car!
Oh! we jinxed it.
Whoops.
You'd have thought that car was ghosted, but.
Okay, so Dom on the soft tires, he's definitely heading into the pit lane. And I can see all the medium guns as well. Coach already in, Phil is in, JP as well.
Because this would have been the ideal sort of time to pit. So now, in an ideal world, they'd have to make those hards go right to the end.
Ooh.
And speeding on safety car for Bintita. Eamon absolutely not happy about the way his race ended.
Dom 5-second time bounty, speeding.
Picky's car should have ideally pulled over or just not gone out of the pits. This is where we see the so-called painful penalties handed out. Speeding in the pits and speeding on the safety car.
Wait, Dom is a drive-through, I missed that.
Yeah, he sped on the safety car.
Wait, he was speeding in the pit lane and he got the drive-through.
He was speeding under the safety car, so he wasn't in the pits. He's on track.
Well, top 3. Nothing changed. Coach, Phil and JP. Boscame gaining 4 positions already. Gloomy gaining 4. Both Alpha Towers gaining 3 and 4 positions. Well done to them, but they got 10 penalties. Drive-through for Dom. Hype gaining 5. Rob then gained 2. He's P8 at the moment. Waller getting 4. Rat getting 4. Bit helped by everyone. From P17 down to P20. Retiring from the race. Eamon, Picky, Haley and Cochelino.
I've just watched Eamon's point. I just watched Eamon's POV. I could not see Piggy's car in there at all. It's just completely covered by smoke.
Yeah, why? That's the AI. After Picky retired in the pit lane. Why is the AI locking up?
Why do you retire in the why when you retire in the pits? Why does it take you back out? Unless the guys unless Codemasters actually listened to us and wanted to jinx it for us.
He could see the smoke on the exit when he was on the exit. We knew there was something in there. Unlucky, still unlucky.
Yeah, that was a painful way to retire.
But we got the safety car. Almost approaching the halfway mark, and yeah, a lot of drives on the hard tire. JP, it's gonna be a struggle to the end on mediums, I think.
Yeah, no way are those mediums going to get to the end unless you're some sort of mystical tire whisperer.
LXT has stayed out.
Yeah, because I mean, let's have a look at who's on what tyre.
Yeah, like he's on 10 Leopold mediums. Could have gone to the hards and made it all the way to the end.
I don't think he'll want to bank on that actually, because he got 20 laps on those hards.
And he now has to pit.
But
guaranteed.
yeah, he's now going to lose. He's now going to lose a lot more time when he pits on his own, and there's no safety car to neutralise everything.
Yeah, safety car's probably heading into the pit lane at the end of this lap. Looking at.
We'll find out very shortly.
The back bunched up already. At the last guy, P16. You can smell the points. Negative safety car in this lap.
Here we go. So it'll be Goats commanding the restart.
Yeah, he got a 2-second gap to both Phil and JP. And it's gone. In a matter of a few laps, thanks to the safety car and the commentator curse.
Well, thanks to Picky's car being right in the way.
How long is Goats gonna wait? Is he gonna do it?
He's going now!
Oh, he's already. That's a smart move. Pulling away from Phil already.
If Phil's had a poor exit off that chicane.
Yeah, JP on the softer tire. Can he do something already heading into turn 1? No, he can't.
He'll want to do something sooner rather than later.
I will have that advantage in the end of sector 1. The beginning of sector 2, that's Eamon who left the session. Jurgen already losing a position to Wow, who is up into the points, losing a position to Pietinta and Baller as well. We are focused on the fight for the victory. At the moment, JP can smell that second place ahead of him. He's taking it easy by the looks of it. Not using that softer tire to his advantage.
He's going to try here though. Not actually at the hairpin, but he's going to try on the exit of the hairpin. He's going to get exit there. No DRS because we've not had 3 laps of green flag racing. But he's going to have the toe here.
Oh, is he gonna dare it heading into turn 13? It's looking like it. He went side by side. No,
he's not. He backs out, but he's going to try here on the start finish straight. He's 2 tenths behind. He's going to get the toe again. Down the inside he goes at turn 1.
Nice overtake. Well done by Phil as well.
Bosgame's right behind him as well. Bosgame's also looking to join in the action.
Greggy as well. XT is still holding on to P6.
P6 for now, but again, the whole pit situation will make it more difficult.
Goats already pulling away though. 1.4 seconds to gap. Probably using a lot of his battery.
That's the thing with the battles, they do slow you down, so that allows guys like Goats to essentially run away with it. Gap is 1 second already.
No, JP closed that gap. Introduced it to Phil.
Those top 2 are running away with it. And Jackie fighting for P13.
Boy, he adds pretty wide exit, but he keeps the position at the moment.
He keeps it going because Jackie didn't have the best of exits either. Bob then 3 seconds for track limits.
Yeah, a lot of penalties. JP with the fastest lap too.
And yeah, the gap's now 6 tenths between him and Goach. And it's 1.5 seconds between him and Vale. So those top 2 running away with it. JP's desperately trying to chase Goach. He'll want to get past on that soft compound tyre.
He needs to. He's probably needing another set of new tyres at the end of the race. Look at this pace already. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
So thinking of like getting it around the outside, but he wisely backs out. He's going to try again later on in the lap when a safe opportunity.
He's going for it now. He shouldn't know. He should have just get Goach on the exit. Get about the exit, use the DRS. Get a head hand into turn
There's no
13,
DRS.
14.
Rob then gets past LXT. No, it won't be any DRS here.
There is already.
Nope.
Already
Oh yeah,
enabled.
there
Yep.
is. I thought I've lost count. But JP does get past Goats on the extremely long DRS straight.
How fast can he go?
I don't think Goats will fight back. JP's got no battery and they'll have to pit again. So I don't see Goats particularly fighting back hard on this occasion.
Oh, it's boss game overtaking Phil. Still struggling on these hard tires.
And Craggy's right behind as well.
Yeah, no pace on his hard tires for the Ferrari. And indeed, Craggy looking to get decent points haul as well. Look up then P6, he got a time penalty. Not really overtaken Alex T.
He also has a time penalty. You know, Hype is being chased by Gloomy. Gloomy's going to try and stick it around the outside, but he backs out for now. His LXT, he's got Hype second behind him. He's got Gloomy half 10th behind them.
And both Haas drivers made it up to P10, P11. In the points as Phil overtakes boss game again using DRS. And he's only 2 seconds behind Coach. Coach and JP.
Gloomy's looking at a move on Hype, but he's too far back for now. He's going to try and stick it down the inside in turn 1. But he backs out. Again, he's too far back.
Gloomy really needs to show some balls. You know, got Wow and Baller tickling Sensi behind them. They are fighting though, so maybe they are losing a bit of time. But those Haas drivers, they want to get to the top 5. And Baller and Wow don't care who's in front of them. Especially Baller.
Well, Gloomy's still looking at that gearbox of Hype energy, as he has been doing for the past few laps. But no signs of getting past yet.
Yeah, Hype got a bit of help from DRS thanks to LXT ahead of him.
There's a poor exit from Gloomy. He went quite deep into that hairpin, and that's lost him time. Remember, Hype's right on the gearbox of LXT. He's going to have DRS here. And LXT's using his battery to defend. Hype thinking about moving. He backs out for now. He's going to focus on his exit of the chicane, which is going to help him not only catch up to LXT, but also put away from Gloomy. And LXT, those mediums must be struggling now.
Yeah, Hype, and as you can see, the Red Bull already sliding around a bit. 2.2 seconds down to Robden.
Yeah, he's lost. Yeah, he and Robden have lost quite a bit of time to those guys ahead. A three-way battle for P3. Then those guys find themselves 4 seconds ahead of Robden in 6th, who himself finds himself 2 seconds ahead of Gloom. LXT, sorry. Ola, within that second window of Gloomy, who are Hype's thinking about Hype. He knows that there's a realistic chance he can get LXT sooner rather than later. He's gotten a good exit off that hairpin.
Yeah, poor exit from LXT. He can't go on throttle early again. 6 laps on the mediums. Yeah, he's pulling away.
Yeah, that's
pulling to the sides. Yeah.
But Gloomy can't
dodge
do
it.
Gloomy can't do it, and that's going to give Hype Energy an advantage. Boss Game and Vale battling for P3 still. Vale has the position for now, but Boss Game, he's still fighting around.
Doing so around the outside. Tucking back behind, but he needs to defend from
Craggy
Craggy now.
That's going to give Craggy time.
Craggy not going for a move on the inside. Jurgenman got a 3-second time penalty. Yes, caution, sector 1 spin Dita, virtual safety car.
Yeah, Pintita time. He's got no front wing.
A breather for some of the drivers, but they might be able to exploit virtual safety car to gain a bit of time. But we need to watch out for any incoming drive-through penalties. Let's take a look at the penalties at the moment. It is mostly reg limit penalties. That's the 5 seconds for most drivers were served during that first or second pit stop they did. Let's go. JP is in the pit lane. This is indeed a decent time for JP to dive into the pit lane.
I think JP was banking on this.
I mean, if you need to gamble.
Also dives into the pits, those mediums that must be absolutely shot by now. Wow, also into the pits.
Yeah, still a virtual safety car. The game can just prove all the damage on track. And there is Pentita.
Speaking of pit lane for Pentita, the man who caused this virtual safety car.
JP will be very, very quick compared to the cars ahead of him on those 10-lap-old medium hard tires. As the virtual safety car has ended. Everyone returning to race speed. As Phil is 4 seconds behind the coach after that virtual safety car. Gloomy still on the gearbox of Hype Energy.
And he loses wrist slightly. Polar is approaching the gearbox of Gloomy. It'll be a 3-way battle for P6 here. Gloomy goes deep into the headband. He's trying to catch Hype out, but Hype is not giving in to the pressure. He's Craggy overtakes Vale.
DRS. Easy overtake. That's Jackie Gamana.
Yeah, that was... Jackie's going quite slow.
Yes, losing a position to LXT and maybe even WoW. Yep, there it is. As Gloomy finally got ahead of Hype Energy. Is he though?
Oh, someone's bounced! Oh dear! It's a crash! That is a crash! LXT is crashed!
And that's a safety car.
Yeah, Ed went round. Ed went round and LXT, and he collected LXT.
Oh, Ed needs to do a full lap without a front wing. There is a safety car, so I can catch it back up to the grid. But he needs to watch out to not crash into the wall.
LXT's way.
That...
Was it Ed who went round? Picky's typing in the chat.
This does help JP indeed.
Picky retired, of course it was Ed that went round. What am I doing? Well, Tippers is also typing.
Are the front runners diving into the pit lane? They need to, really. To cover off JP behind. Yep, that's coach already in. Craigie as well, and Phil as well. Yep, they're diving into the pit lane. Oh, but Craigie got a drive-through penalty. Speeding!
Oh, that's not going to help at all.
But how? He did the same as Dom?
Yeah, that's what Dom got his penalty for. On the softs go on the Craigie's car.
Yeah, and that's softs indeed.
Yuri as well, he gets the same penalty.
Craigie did lose a position to Boscom and Phil. Well, and JP, of course. Boscom quietly making his way up to the podium. How many places?
It's shame Glooby's not high, because this Aston Martin 1-2, we got half of it complete.
Yeah. Oh. Craigie and Phil doing a bit of yo-yo. I think Phil is all tapped. Teleporting behind Craigie. Or just production issues. Well, that does make everyone... let's make it a level playing field. Basically everyone on fresh mediums. Fresh soft for Craigie, Jackie and that. And basically makes it a sprint race.
Alex, we've already had a ticket come in.
Alex is gonna be making a ticket for the the incident involving Ed and himself.
Yeah, because Ed spun on the exit. Looks like Ed spun on the exit of the chicane and LXT couldn't avoid him. But LXT will no doubt have his POV recorded, so. I always record my point of view from the casual races, which, believe it or not, doesn't actually take up too much space on my hard drive because I've not finished the race there in 3 months, so it doesn't actually take up too much space.
Greggy, well, you do need to serve the drive-thru, otherwise you're gonna be disqualified by the game. So I guess serve it after the safety car and hope for the best. It's very unfortunate, and I don't know why the game dishes out the drive-thru when you go speeding in the pit lane. Never did. Well, I never saw it before. Happened to Dom and Yuga as well. It's safety car in this lap already.
The all-important message.
It's JP leading it. It has been a while. For an Aston Martin to be on the front of this field. Well, for JP to be at the front of this field, he was in the Red Bull last season. And surely taking his time. Need to watch out for drivers not backing into his teammate, because they need that one too.
He's going now!
Good safety car reset from Goach, from Boscam as well. Oh, not from Goach.
JP's had the cracking restart already, a second ahead.
Oh, look at Greggy! Don't take too much risk, you got the drive-through penalty, you're basically racing for nothing at this point. Zeke Gabana and Dom all switching places. Looking at the front of the field again. Boss came up to P3. He's just about pulling away from Phil.
But then on the gearbox to crack it, but he's lost time on the exit of turn 5. I think it was a.
Oh, and it's Greggy overtaking Phil.
Very poor exit from
Wow.
Craigie. 3 seconds of Bola, track limits.
Yeah, those track limit penalties are gonna hurt. Everyone bunched up for the last about 9-8 laps, racing laps. You can't be taken away. Unless you got a valid reason showing the racing director in its full. As Baller is looking to overtake Gloomy, heading into turn 13. He's going for it. No, he isn't. He's waiting for DRS to be activated again. Probably gonna be this for the next lap.
1:11.9. The gap has closed now to 4 tenths between him and JP. Coach has looked lightning quick all evening.
The poll at the start of this Grand Prix did say JP is gonna win this race. He's at the moment he's leading, lap 28 out of 35. He's on 2 lap older medium tires, fighting off Goach and Boskin behind, but
3 seconds for high penalty track limits.
Boskin can't really keep up at the moment. He's looking at his mirrors more than looking at the. Oh, let's go! And Phil as well. That's gonna possibly help Boss and JP.
Remy and Dom all have penalties.
Yeah, that's the biggest question. Can JP handle the pressure? He got a bit of a breather with that track limit penalties.
There's slightly less pressure now that Goach will have to make up 3 further seconds once he's gotten past JP.
But it doesn't bring the Aston Martin 1-2 a bit closer. If Gloomy can close the gap, as there is the DRS.
DRS has been enabled, that will make closing. Oh, yeah, Craigie has been disqualified.
Oh, I did ignore the drive-through penalty. Oh, but his car, his AI is gonna fuck up everything.
Again.
Oh, the bot came with the penalty as well.
Oh dear.
JP, man, he can't take it away. He can't take this win. Lap 29 out of 35. I don't know how many track limit warnings he got at this point. But only him, Gloomy and Dom. With no penalties. It's the staff team. With no penalties.
Ironic.
Let's
Another
add.
3 seconds for that.
Let's switch over to the penalties. We do know the tires by now. Fresh mediums. Some
Not very
softs.
much variation thanks to those safety cars. Penalties: Goat, Boss Game, Vale, Robden, Wow, Hype, Bowler. Goat steps past JP. But JP's gonna have a superior exit on that final chicane.
Ah, please do take it easy. You just need to be in those 3-second windows. 6 laps left. But to be better behind them is going to be for position.
That's enough time for Goats to put away those 3 seconds though. We've seen this earlier on in the race.
Phil and Boss Game are still battling out for the last podium spot. Ze doen wat brakes, snoozed for 5 minutes. Let's go. Gloomy, 2.9 seconds behind Wow. He simply doesn't have the pace at the moment.
Goats is barely pulling away from JP.
Yeah, it's a battery situation. JP has more battery than Goats, and he got the DRS advantage as well. He just loaded up. As Wow and Robden switching it.
Robden, he's streamlines past him. Robden's got no battery whatsoever. Yeah, Goats is not putting away at all. 4 laps to go.
When realistically he is just fighting Boss Game. This win is in JP's hands. That's Gloomy with a 3-second time penalty. It's only Dom and JP at the moment. No penalties. Let's switch it to a different gap. So we can easily calculate the penalties at the end of this race. Dom minus 3 seconds. 8. Dom might be jumping 3 positions. Maybe even 4 if Gloomy keeps falling down.
Yeah, Gloomy's struggling. And Vale gets past Boss Game. He's... And JP's still right on the end of Goats. Hype 3 seconds again. Track limits.
He was battling with Bowler. Bowler is looking rapid. Using DRS against Gloomy. And now it's... Ooh. He did that went deep into turn 1. Back to the fight between Gloomy and Bowler. It is for the position. Both got only 3 seconds. And it's Bowler who tries to go down the inside of Gloomy. Gloomy deep into the corner. Got the worst exit compared to Bowler.
Yeah, Bowler's gonna have another go here. He's got the DRS and Gloomy's got battery, but...
Patience. Patience, Bowler. They're only fighting Gloomy at this point. And to get past Gloomy, the gap to Robden is way too big. To overcome that in the coming 3 to 4 laps.
JP, he has... That gap between Goats and JP has not shifted at all.
Yeah, lap 33 out of 35. And it's Robden and Wow battling it out into turn 1. It's Wow ahead of Robden.
Yeah, Robden got a poor exit there. That's going to lose him time. That's losing him time already. 3 seconds for Pentito and Wow though. So
Yeah.
all Rob has to do now is to keep going and he can still get P5.
Gloomy fighting off 4 guys behind him. And the JP only has to bring it home. Don't get any more warnings. Don't get a time penalty. Don't bottle it the last couple of laps as Dom takes away the position from Jackie Gabbana. P10, but he is jumping ahead at the end of this race. And Gloomy is still defending Bowler, but Bowler briefly tapping the rear end of that Aston Martin. Hype and almost collided with him. Got another. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that would drop him. Hold on, where that drop him? That would drop him behind Vale Bosque.
Phil Bosque,
Vale Bosque, yeah. Oh.
Very, very unfortunate for Gotch.
He's been lightning this evening. It's a shame.
Less than 2 laps left.
I think JP, this is JP's win to lose here.
Oh, that's a crash at the back of
That's
field.
been exactly about this
Yeah.
round. He's lost his front wing.
And that's Bollock also ahead of Gloomy. Probably using DRS? Yeah. Likely as Gotch and JP switch around again.
JP, he has to keep it cool and not lose 6 seconds in this final lap of the race, which is doable. Final lap, it has been a race full of competition.
Was it a tactical move from Gloomy to let Boller past? He got a DRS. He does not have a lot of battery. I'm also unsure about the amount of track limit warnings for him.
JP's already lost 2 seconds. But maybe this is part of a plan. He knows that all he has to do is keep it cool and he's got this win.
Basically all he needs. Coming out of the hairpin, 2.8. Is he on low fuel? He's on low fuel mode, maybe?
He's got no battery, but neither does Goach. So. Yeah, he's low fuel, yeah.
He's
on low fuel.
Oh, that's a
3 seconds for JP!
The gap, 2.7? Come on, go,
Still
finish!
Hold on, though!
Oh, Jesus fucking hell.
That could be heartbreak.
And it is Gloomy out of Bowler! Into the last corner, he takes it!
And Bowler can't fight back now. Well, he can, he does, because Gloomy's also on low fuel mode. Gloomy, he got past Bowler only to run out of fuel.
And that's Dom.
Oh, there's a crash for Petite right at the end.
Dom jumping up to P7 thanks to no time penalties.
And we're going to see the Discord chat flooding right now.
Oh, look at the GG's coming from Phil. Hype energy. Gloomy tippers. Oh, Jesus. Hell. Okay.
That was so many close finishes, isn't it? I mean, so many close finishes up. We had last week where the gap was 200, so... Gloomy's saying that he let Bowler back past on the final corner.
Yeah, overshot the last corner. Would have maybe been in a legal overtake. But JP smashed the wall in his last lap. That's why he was so slow. But he gets it in the end. 3 tenths.
Well, we've got one part of the Aston Martin one too that we all wanted.
Yeah. And the Mercedes and Aston Martin are basically lookalikes. Just take that fastest lap.
We should still get the Twitch. Well, you should still subscribe to this Twitch anyway. JP may not be buying them for us, but you can buy them yourself. and support the league if you want.
Can I get the race director? No, I can't. Okay.
I'm on race director.
Very, very well done this game. But yeah, it's JP taking the win.
Race director works fine for me, but loads of pit stops. Right. If I go on incidents, I'm going to screenshot all of them. Oh, no, it's not loading for me. Again.
That might be very unfortunate because coach is saying he got a double warning somewhere. Which maybe would have taken away that 3 seconds. Just one of the 3 seconds. And given him the win at the end. Oh, holy shit. But oh well, it was a good race. Nonetheless, a lot of action. Commentator curses. And at the end of the day, JP is on top step again. Finally gets his win. An important win as well. Maybe he can close the gap to Big Chef, and Big Chef gets a bit unlucky towards the end of the race. Bit of bribery maybe going on. Still get that season win, the championship. But probably not happening. He's 98, well, it's gonna be less. 74 points down to Big Chef. It's with 4 races left. Gonna be a tough task for JP to do that, but he does have a he's lead now towards Phil and Boss game. That's good. Very, very good for JP. Did anyone react to the question for the interview? No, they did not.
I think Bolard's in the drivers' meeting. I'm not sure.
Oh, yes.
One.
I'll just put him in. I'll tag him first. Yeah, only one driver without a time penalty. It is Dom. Yeah, keeping it clean. Dom being good as well with the late safety car, jumping to P7. Oh well, does look like no one wants to interview. We'll leave it with this. We got halfway through OGKROE Twitch, getting rich as fuck. Because we got quite a lot of members in the Discord who could have gotten a tier 1 sub to the Twitch channel. But it was only JP for that one too. Gloomy DSRS for him, but in the end, still a lot of time to gain on track to get back to the podium spots. Thank everyone who's still here listening, who was watching the entire stream, who's going to watch the Twitch VOD on YouTube or the highlights.
Who makes the highlights now? Is it still Song or?
That's me
Oh yeah. Right.
doing them, both competitive casual. So it's also fun to rewatch it again. And GG's to everyone. We'll see you next week. Thursday gonna be Takeout Show again. JP and Tippers.
Yeah, it's gonna be on podcast on here as well. So
Yeah, gonna be lots of fun. Bye bye.
have fun.